In today's video, we set out on an Alpine ridge traverse in Canada's Glacier National Park. Some poor weather forced me off the peaks and onto a glacier.
Not this way, this isn't the way.
Where I reached an Alpine survival shelter just before the storm hit. The next day, we summited some peaks.
There's another peak behind it.
And glided back to safety. Enjoy.
Good morning, guys, and welcome to Glacier National Park in the heart of BC's Selkirk Range, otherwise known as the Rogers Pass. And today we're heading up to the Sapphire Coal Hut. It's supposed to be raining today, actually. Today and tomorrow it's supposed to be raining. Right now it's supposed to be raining. However, it's sunny and it's hot as shit. I think it's August 17th, 2025. And yeah, we're gonna be going up to the Sapphire Coal, staying in a hut. It might rain, I don't know. And to get there, we're gonna be traversing part of the Asulkan traverse. I believe it's the Dome is one of the peaks, Abbott Mountain, and there's one more, what's the name of it? Sifton? No. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna start by going up Abbott Ridge, which is a pretty nice hike here in Rogers Pass, and then Abbott Peak. And we'll see if the weather takes a turn for the worse. We're not gonna traverse over the peaks. We're probably gonna hop on the glacier, assuming the glacier's safe. And we could skirt around the Dome, which is the crux of today's objective, and get to the hut. Hopefully we get some crazy weather, because that would make for an interesting turn of events. Almost missed the turn here. Almost just kept walking right by the turn. Unexploded shells used in avalanche control may be found in this area. Do not touch. So this is actually for the winter, guys. The Rogers Pass has one of the biggest avalanche control programs in the world. And the skiing here in the winter is incredible. But if you want to ski it, that means they have to do avalanche control so that you're not sending any avalanches down onto the highway. So lots of these areas, they actually blast with cannons. We made it to the meadow. Check this out. Right here is where you get your telemetry from. If you look on Mountain Forecast, they have a pretty accurate forecast, even though it said it was going to be raining all day, which I'm glad it's not accurate today. Yeah, you can get your forecast and it comes from that telemetry station there. It also has a webcam if you're curious on seeing what the conditions look like. It's a beautiful meadow. As you can see, it's starting to get dark. We got some storm clouds above us. I'm hoping the storm comes, but after I make it to the hut, which we're still a few hours away from. Ooh, guys, this is the only water I've seen on trail yet, and I'm freaking thirsty. It's kind of still. Oh. We're gonna go try to get some from a higher point because I need some water. Please don't be any poop diseases in here. Is this gonna help? Tastes pretty good. What do we got for lunch? I gotta be more like outdoor boys. I need to take exotic foods on the trail with me. Spicy peanuts. Spicy tuna. Incredible. Incredible. I feel like a dog when I'm eating this stuff. Or a kitty cat. Wow. Gourmet. Life's good in the mountains. Right. Took a break for way too long there. Realized it's 2 now. And we still got a ways to go. Check it out. Beautiful Sir Donald, little silhouette. The glacier's looking sadder and sadder every year. We gotta keep going up this ridge. This is a pretty sweet, just ridge hike. If you're looking for something easy, want to maybe push it a little bit further on your hikes, this is a super cool ridge, Abbott Ridge. And you can go up to the first peak there. So instead of going to the top of Abbott Ridge here, which I've been to many times, I'm just cutting low, and we're gonna gain the col there, and then head up Mount Abbott. And if I could even cut Mount Abbott short, I will, because don't have a ton of time here. Nice. Loving the new approach shoes. I should have just gone lower. All right, coming up to the pass. Ooh, it's windy. All right, guys, so from here, you can see our objective for the rest of the day. So we have to come along this ridge here, down, and then over the dome, which is that peak there. That's the crux. I think it says 5.6 in the book. I'm always wrong about grades, but last time I did it, it definitely wasn't 5.6, but I kind of took an unconventional route, I think so. I'm gonna spice it up a little here. Slab. Oh, easy this way. This is awesome. Which way to go now? This way looks easier. We should probably keep it easy. It's about to get exposed. Sick. That was great. This is actually a really nice rock, better than I remember. There we go. This is what makes me excited. All right, guys, we're at the first peak of the day, Mount Abbott. It's 4. Check it out. Whoa, some loose rocks. So here's Abbott that we're gonna hit tomorrow. And I was just looking at this to see which is gonna be the best way out. And I'm really not too sure. That's gonna be like thick bushwhacking down there. That col is like a steep cliff pan too if you come straight onto the col. So I think if you drop down the ridge a little bit sooner, guess we'll have to see what happens tomorrow. I'll take some pictures now for beta, and then we'll keep moving on the ridge. Absolutely stunning. Here's the Bonney Glacier here. It's very picturesque. And this is what you see from Hermit Meadows campground over there. You're looking directly at the Bonney. And it's so beautiful. I've been wondering what's over there. It's a little bit more mysterious than the rest of Asulkan and Asulkan. So I'm excited to go up there. We're cutting underneath the peak. I don't know if this is the best move, but it's what we're doing. Woo! This is kind of cool. Ooh, some slab here. I don't know if it's the best idea to cross that. Oh yeah, on this little crack here. Ooh. A nothing but a peanut. Oh yeah. How are we gonna go up this? Free solo? Should I free solo up this? Actually, this doesn't look that bad, but I don't really want to. I'm gonna go this way. A kind of a sketchy slab here with some moss growing on it. I don't know if you can see there. Oh, more slab. Perfect. More slab. Gotta be super careful here. Don't want to take the fall. Woo! Guys, I'm honestly not more convinced that this is any faster than the ridge. I think actually the ridge probably would have been faster. But whatever. I'm having my own adventure. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna skirt across here, get on that moraine, and that's how we're gonna climb the dome from there, instead of approaching it from the ridge. And it looks like you can avoid the glacier all the way onto it, so it's perfect. Another crack. Ooh, maybe I should have gone lower here. Holy, that's slick. Oh. Whew, I think I'm gonna go down if I can. Coming across this stuff is actually not very fun. You're like always on the edge of your foot like this. It's just really uncomfortable. Plus, I'm kind of convinced now that it wasn't even faster than going over the ridge, but whatever. Look at this little hole here. That'd make a perfect bivvy in a pinch. The bad weather's starting to roll in over there. And we're just traversing over to the moraine. Stepping onto the glacier here. Woo! Just at the foot. And we're gonna go up this moraine because there's a path this way. Wow, Mount Swansea is sick. Look at this ridge here. I've never like spent that much time on this side of the Asulkan range, and wow, this ridge would be absolutely sick to ascend. And tomorrow we're gonna go from over there. I might actually skip going up the dome right now and just skirt around because those clouds are pretty dark and just doesn't really look like that much fun from here. I've already been up there. Secret shortcut that I found here. Just go around the back. It's pretty chill. I'm enjoying this. Guys, we're on the glacier here. I'm gonna try to pick a path through this. Not this way, this isn't the way. We'll go higher up. Try to stay off snow. Because that's actually a big crevasse. Yeah. And this is a snow bridge here. Right where I'm standing, this is just the glacier. Woo, it's getting windy and chilly. Sweet. Brr. Oh, we're gonna go over there. Check that out. Alright guys, it is starting to rain now. So we're just getting across this glacier. We're almost at the col. It's super windy. The temperature just dropped to like 10 degrees. Some freezing rain. And we're gonna get to the shelter as fast as possible here. All right, the rain stopped. Luckily, it didn't last very long. And now we're headed up some 5th class here to just get on top of this shelf, and hopefully that's where the hut is. So yeah. Really loose and ugly part here. I don't know if this is actually the way, guys. This is just the way that I'm going right now. Tomorrow I'm definitely not coming down this. That's tricky. Okay. That is not cool. Look what I just pulled off. Okay. Well, there we go. That's a huge hole that just broke off there. Send it down, fuck it. Hands are so cold. Yeah, what is it with this? Golly, no. No way. Oh, that's so lame. Well, this is pretty lame. I just came over the crest of that, and I still gotta keep going up over here. Up this loose shit. This is the way that I'm gonna come down tomorrow. Not much higher, just up to there. Guys, if you don't do what I just did and tried to scramble up 5th class, you can come up this gradual slope and just walk uphill. See, you just skirt around the rock pile and come up here. It's way easier. We made it to the hut. Here it is. Oh, so cold. Let's get in there. This is the south side of the dome. Up here is Mount Jupiter. You can still see Sir Donald over there. Oh, perfect. And there's a lake. I didn't even know there was going to be a lake. I was wondering where I was going to get my water from. So that solves all the issues. Wow, check it out. There's a bivvy site here too. Imagine if it's locked. That'd be fucked. Let's go see. Whew. My hands are so numb. Come on, numb hands. You got it. Yes. Oh, look at this. Cute. Mountaineering the freedom of the hills.
Perfect, we can learn how to mountaineer. Isn't this cozy? Ooh. Nice. It's kind of dark in here, but it's time to start making dinner. Hopefully I have enough water to start boiling before I run down to the lake. Now that that's going, we can run down to the lake, get some more water. Maybe we'll just fill up one of these buckets. So these are for in the winter when there's just snow. So you could put some snow in a bucket, bring it in here, and it might warm up. These are this is the map for winter skiing in the Rogers Pass, some of the best skiing in the world. As you can see, Abbott, which we went up earlier, is permanently closed because this whole slope can just rip avalanches down onto the highway. So they don't want anybody skiing there, and they're worried about shelling. And then same with McDonald, because there's just so much stuff that you could send down onto the highway. Which is too bad because there are a couple ski lines on it, but you could do those in April. And there's another zone over here, but... And then, so where we are now, Sapphire Coal, you can ski here. You can ski all this, the Asulkan, the Silhouette. You ski that all year. Never need a permit. And then these areas, they give you a permit in the morning when they do the avalanche report and everything and decide if they're gonna let it open. See? Shit! I forgot to cinematically show you me putting the pasta in the boiling water, but this is what we got tonight. Let's check it out. Bring it into the light. Chicken poulet. Or is that just French? Is that just French for chicken? I didn't pay attention in school. That's what it's gonna look like. Seems clean. Put my hat off because now it's so windy. Here comes the storm. It's currently raining. Not very hard. It'll actually be cool. I'm hoping that it starts raining a bunch. After I get water, of course. We're only going right here. Oh yeah, here we go. Okay. There's quite a bit of silt in this water, but it should be fine. Oops, just grabbed a bunch of shit out of it. Oh. Well, that's one way to stir up the silt. Let's go over here now. That's more water than we're gonna need. How's this going? Well, if there's ever a time to have some cannabis, it's right now. Let's do a tour around the perimeter first. Look at this. There's an outhouse here. I don't really need to go in there. We all know what's in there. And these cables, which keep this thing grounded out and also secure. So you can see this one, a couple of them are pretty stretched out. This one looks pretty stretched. I don't know how cables work. Yeah. Oh, it's really cold. I guess I'm pretty high up here. Absolutely stunning. I'm not sure what that is. That Mount Dawson there? I don't know. I think it is. Huh. It is the winter river, I think. Not sure why that's there. Storm's coming in! Any minute now. Nah, for real, there is a big storm coming in though. Big storm over there coming in. I want the heat. I want the heat. My hands are so cold. This pod is just helping me warm them up. Look how stiff. Look at that. Ugh. Brutal. Hate that feeling. I got bad nerves in my fingers. I used to ski race. That's what I did. I'm a skier actually. With bad nerves in their fingers. Who has to be wearing small gloves all the time. If I ever go to like somewhere like super sub-zero, I gotta wear like pretty good gear. This is what I needed. This is warming me up. And for a backcountry meal, you know what? Not too bad. Alright guys, well, we didn't really get a sunset view there. but a storm has come in. We've got a storm view. Oh yeah, it's raining. This is looking like a big storm. So, it's time to go into the shelter. Thank God we actually have shelter tonight. Otherwise, yeah, that would be like an emergency, like insufferable. This is a big storm actually coming in right now. So, a tent would suck. A tent would be kind of cool though. Let me show you. Yeah. Inside our humble abode here. Now you can't see me. Oh yeah, it's significantly warmer in here. I wish I had hot chocolate. Hot chocolate would be fire. Just before we go to bed, I want to kind of walk you through all the stuff that we got here. So, for the sleeping setup, it's just this foam mattress from like Walmart. I think I bought this Walmart in Arizona. And a Draco Zero, this is from Mac, sleeping bag. And then I've got some lightweight crampons. These are the Leopard, Petzl Leopard. And my rain jacket, extra pair of socks, rain pants, because I was expecting the rain. Garmin watch that I don't even really use these days. Gloves, extra water carrier, bear spray, ice axe. Let's see what else we got in here. I got Insta360 X5. We've got some sunscreen. It's everything in the bag. Helmet. My food, which you've already seen. I had the Knorr. This. I had like 6 of these Nature Valley bars here. This is dessert. 6 Nature Valley bars, 1 Cliff Bar, 2 cans of tuna, these nuts, the Knorr. I think that's all the food. Camera, A6400. It's just on this plastic tripod. Jetboil stash. Water bottle. This is a microphone. It's not. Yeah, I brought this too. Now, do not remove this from the hut, it says. But I need it. I'll just take a picture of every page. I should probably read this book, actually. Car keys. Trekking pole. Yeah. Alright. We're dialed for bed. This bunk bed is on like a really big slant. I'm rolling one way. This thing is not level. Alright guys, time for bed. I'm gonna wake up around sunset tomorrow. See you in the morning. Well guys, I woke up at 5. Wind was howling. Woke up at 6:30, wind was howling. Now it's 8. The wind is still howling. So it doesn't really look like today's the day to do the Bonney Traverse, unfortunately. It's too bad. Oh, I think we'll ski it this winter, actually. I think it'll be better to ski. It looks like it's gonna rain. I think what we'll do is we'll go finish the Jupiter Traverse. And then maybe we'll go up to Young's Peak. And then we can come down from Young's Peak. Yeah, I don't even know if that's a good idea, because Young's is on a glacier. Maybe we'll just come down from Asulkan. How do I get down from here? Oh!
What wonderful weather we're having! Get back inside, what are you doing out there?
It's time for breakfast. And the weather is shit! I just discovered something devastating. I forgot the oatmeal. But we do have coffee. So we're gonna have some coffee right now. Should I just stay here forever? I'm gonna run out of food.
I actually really don't hope it doesn't rain today because this jacket isn't exactly waterproof. It's like, I don't know, it's gotta be like 15 years old. Water just soaks right through it. It is a cool color though. Arc'teryx, send me a new jacket. Honestly, should just wear a plastic poncho. But those get pretty gross with sweat. This would actually be a good trip if you had like a significant other. But I don't have one of those, so fuck, I'm just here by myself.
I'm looking for a significant other!
That should work. Actually, these shoes got me some kisses at the club the other night, but they're just kisses, they don't mean anything to me.
It's time to investigate the shitter.
Yeah, see that cloud up there? That's where we were supposed to be going today, but it's so fucking cold, there's no way. I'm also it's probably like 9:30 now. But here's the shitter, let's check it out. Wow. Look at this. You could have, we got tandem toilet seats, baby. Let's go. Come here. Let's go in here. You can handle your business here. This is the view that you get. Pretty sweet, eh? Check this out. I'm not gonna show you, it might be graphic, but it's just got there's a bucket in there. It's a composting toilet. I wonder what they do with the buckets later. Took care of business. Check this out, this is a urinal. Kind of cool. I was wondering what this pipe out here was for. Listen to this wind. I should probably get moving because the storm is just gonna get closer. Yeah, check it out. This urinal pipe goes. Oh, it just drains right there. You could just go piss right there. Alright, let's pack it up. There are little critter shits here. There was a squirrel climbing on this thing last night. It scared the shit out of me. Then I saw its silhouette through the glass here. I was like, what the? It sounded like a person was like coming in with crampons on. That's where we're going, Mount Jupiter. I'm just finishing up. The sun just came out over here. It's amazing how quickly you get hot when you're moving. Man, actually the storm wasn't as bad as I thought. It actually looks like it could have gone that way, but I think that descent off of Bonney's pretty gnarly. That's gonna be a better ski adventure this winter. So I just don't really feel like I'm getting after it right now. You don't always have to be getting after it, but it makes me feel good inside because I don't have a job. Here's the Sapphire Glacier. There's the hut right there. This is the way that we were planning on going. Yeah, here's the dome. This is the Asulkan Traverse proper. So you come over the dome and you go along this ridge here all the way over to Abbott Mountain. That's where we were yesterday. And last year I did it in 12 hours car to car. The whole thing, including this. So it is doable. I'm just chilling. That hut's pretty cool to stay at. I've wanted to stay at it for a long time, so. Some easy class 3. We're pretty much just out for a hike. Just a couple days out hiking. Woo! Check it out, guys. First summit of the day. This is the stroll up from the hut there. Check it out. Actually, now that we're looking back at this, I'm very glad we're not up there. There's Bonney. We would just be in a cloud all day. It's like constantly in a cloud, which wouldn't be very fun. Here's Mount Dawson. I've been meaning to do this traverse. I think I'm gonna try to do it at the end of the month or September. If we get some good weather. It's 4 days. And you go way back into this. There's another valley down there. You have to go way down there. Pretty crazy. But for now, this is the first peak, second peak, there's another peak behind it, and
and then we go down to the Asulkan Glacier there. And then that's Young's Peak, which we could go up. It's all glaciated, but I think we can stay on the rock there. I'm not 100% sure. And then we could do the Young's Traverse and end up down by Illisilwat. Potentially. That's an option. And there's the Asulkan hut right there. So the fastest way to get up to the Sapphire Coal Hut is to actually come up Asulkan Valley and then traverse across this glacier. And right now, it doesn't really seem like, yeah, you could kind of get around this glacier. I would cross this. You can go up these benches here, come around and go on the outskirt of the glacier and gain the coal there that way. Anyways, I'm gonna keep moving. It's so crazy when you come up here in winter and then you come up here in summer and it's so much different. Like this section here when it's covered in snow is so gnarly, and then this is the crux of the whole traverse right here. It's like one section that's not covered in snow. This is obviously all pretty shit to go up when it's covered in snow. Woo! Peak number 2. Oh yeah, I'm really glad I'm not up there. These peaks are all below 3,000 meters, so everything above 3,000 meters, like Sir Donald over there, is in a cloud. In the winter, there's a big cornice right here, and this is pretty much just a wall of snow. And there's actually a fixed anchor somewhere. I was looking for it, but maybe once all the snow's gone, it melts off. It was slung around one of these rocks here. Because yeah, this is a big cornice, and you rappel down to there, and it looks a lot steeper and bigger, of course, in the winter. Right now, you can just walk down it. Traverse. Getting hungry. Now we gotta navigate this glacier here. Last time I just slid down the snow, but the snowpack was a lot higher. And then we gotta go over there and get on that ridge. Alright, finding our way down to this glacier. Last time I went this way. This time I'm gonna scramble down these rocks because it's not that much snow. And then I think we'll cross down there maybe. This glacier looks pretty cool here. There's like a hole in it. There's like a black hole. JK, I actually decided that I'm gonna glide down this, hell yeah, onto the glacier there. Well, this is a glacier, but shouldn't be too crevassey. It's pretty steep right here. Oh, there's a bit of a crevasse right there. Okay, I see. Yeah, let's go over this way. Is that just a glide crack or is that a crevasse? I think it's a glide crack. Oh yeah, it's a glide crack. There's a rock there. Either way, it's something we don't want to fall into. 3, 2, 1. Oh yeah. Yeah! Yeah! Woohoo! Woohoo! Oh yeah! That was sick!
Oh, that was awesome. Yeah, that hole there is just a glide crack, no worries. Woo, that was fun. Onto the glacier here. Look how slushy the surface was. It was like this yesterday too. Sick, it's so blue. Very key. Down the moraines here. Now we're back on to this glacier. I guess I'm just gonna skirt around to the col, gain the peak, head down the ridge, check this ice out. Beautiful. Let's check this out. There's some sort of tracks here. Looks like, oh, they're better down there, but I'm not walking down there to see it. You can faintly see it here. It's like four toes and a paw. Some sort of fox or cat or dog, I don't know. I have no fucking clue. It could be anything. Who knows? Just about to come down to Asulkan Pass. We made it over this peak here. It's starting to drizzle a little bit. I'm gonna have some lunch. And yeah, here's the Mount Dawson Massif down here. I think this is the Deval group, this cluster of mountains. But yeah, this valley looks pretty sweet down there. Behind this lake, there's actually a hut, the Glacier Circle hut. Actually might be way further over that way, but I really want to get back there before the end of the season. Hoping to, like, September sometime, do the Dawson Traverse. Had my eye on it for a long time. It's 4 days. I think it'd be sick, stay in that cabin. You could probably come back up this way. I don't know. I think that would be an awesome adventure. So hopefully I get to do that before the end of the year. And yeah, let's dig into my bag now and get some tuna. Coming down this way has been pretty heinous. It's just loose. It's not really a trail. There probably is, but I missed it. I want to hang back over the left here so I don't lose too much elevation. All right, that was horrendous. I came down like further over here. Should have stayed on the ridge, but whatever. Now I'm lower than the col, but that's okay. We're pretty close. So we're gonna pop up over this and then see where we're at. Welcome to Asulkan Col. Here's the Asulkan Glacier. And then I think over there, that's the Thorington Glacier. And that's the Thorington route, so you can ski down the glacier over there in the winter. Over there is Dawson, and you can see Bostock Couloir. It's probably pretty hard to see on this, but pretty sick couloir that's only been skied like 2 or 3 times. There's a whole Cody Townsend video on him trying to ski that. He fails both times. Maybe we'll get that this winter. Who knows? Winter possibilities are endless. I'm actually better at skiing than I am at mountaineering, I'll tell you that. So we're gonna go high over these moraines to get to the Asulkan hut. Let's do it. Woo! This way. This way? I don't know. Okay, just coming down below the Asulkan hut here. If you guys get the chance to book a hut up here in the Rogers Pass, which I'd highly recommend, that hut is amazing. It's got a gas heater. They fly in propane up there. It's got all the amenities, heater, it's got stovetops and lanterns, and it's got a loft to sleep in. So sick. If you can get that for ski season, that's incredible. I'm just trying to remember the way down here. This is the way that you ski up it. This is definitely not the way you hike down it. This place holds a really special place in my heart, man. I first got into like the mountains through cross-country skiing. I used to cross-country ski race, and we used to have training camps in Revelstoke. and this is like once a year. And so for like a few years we came up here and we just went up to Young's, we went up to a Silhouette. But that was like what really introduced me to this stuff, and seeing like a real glacier, like I had never like really seen a glacier until I came up here, and I was like, holy shit, that's crazy. But there's just a block and I lost the trail, sorry. Oh no, I'm on the trail. Doesn't really look like it. Anyways, I love this place. I definitely lost the trail. Over here. Spotted the hiking trail. Down there. I was never on it. What the hell? Coming down this steep section of the trail here. I will say I'm really glad that I didn't go bushwhacking down Bonney. And then I'm on this trail right now, because we're gonna get back to the car in like the next 45 minutes, and then we're gonna go get a cheeseburger in Golden. It's gonna be awesome. I do regret not starting earlier yesterday and going over the ridge. Check it out. That ridge is so sick. I've been up there before. If you guys come up here to do it, definitely complete the Asulkan traverse and do the ridge, because it's incredible. So this is like the perfect place for a grizzly bear to live. You got your water, you hang out, you eat the marmots, you eat the berries. I don't know how much meat they actually eat, but they eat these berries. Especially in like late September, early October. And the bushes grow right off the trail, so it's like path of least resistance, right, for them to get food. But I've never actually ran into a grizz here, ever. Knock on wood. I do have bear spray on me this time. Oh yeah, we're back, baby. At the Abbott Ridge turnoff. Just going through, they're actually way back in the day, early 1900s. The whole reason why there's mountaineering in the area in the first place is because of the Canadian Pacific Railway that they built back in the early 1900s. So as you can see here, this is where one of the train stations used to be. And they hired a bunch of Swiss guides to come up here and set a bunch of routes. So that's why some of the routes date back to the late 1800s. And we're literally in the middle of nowhere. This otherwise would have been the absolute middle of nowhere if they didn't survey it and find out that they could put a railway through here to connect the west coast to the east coast. So it's kind of cool history. Sir John A. Macdonald was the first Prime Minister of Canada who made that happen, and that's why there's two mountains named after him in the past, Macdonald and Sir Donald, so kind of interesting. Yeah, so check it out. They actually built a Glacier house, which was the train station here, 1887. Yeah, it's crazy. I don't even know when they built the railroad. We did learn about that in school. Check it out. There's the Asulkan Glacier. And look how much further it used to come down. It's nuts. There's pictures of it like coming all the way down into the valley. Here's the train. Glacier House. Of course, the train doesn't run to this part of the park anymore, but it's on the other side of the highway now. It must have been so incredible to come through here when all there was a steam engine. You'd go through the Canadian Rockies, then through here. Wow, it must have been so sick back in the day. Back in the day. But you'd probably have to have like some sort of precision to be able to do that. Either money or you'd have to be a mountain guide, I guess. Now you've got Connor Hobbs with a freaking camera in his hand going up Sir Donald by himself. Well guys, back at the car. And that concludes today's video. Hope you enjoyed. Didn't get too extreme today, but that's okay. Can't always be extreme. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.